The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
With the goal on the shorthander.
A Q Media Group production.
Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean, he can't miss.
Local high school sports.
Oh, it's knocked out. Oh boy, 1-0.
Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Pine City High School for tonight's girls Great River Conference matchup between the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and the Pine City Dragons. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in here this evening on Anthem Country 106.5 FM AM 1350 for this Great River Conference matchup in this girls matchup between the Pine City Dragons and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. I'm out here going at Hinckley-Finlayson High School, or Hinckley-Finlayson, Pine City High School, where Hinckley-Finlayson High School is here. Well, you've got a packed house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is Pink Out Night. They are supporting cancer awareness here. Hoops for Hope is what it's officially called. I call it Pink Out Hoops for Hope. It all counts for the same thing because we are raising awareness for cancer research and many different things that support cancer research and awareness as well. So we're out here at Pine City High School. It is Hoops for Hope night, Pink Out night, whichever one you like to call it, but there's a lot of pink out here tonight. Everybody's getting in on the sport, and you just love to see it. We are here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show. The Dragons and Jaguars going at it. While we are here in the Here's the Pitch pregame show, we're going to get our hometown handoff in and finished. Your hometown handoff brought to you by A&W in Pine City. Grab a frosty root beer float, a juicy cheeseburger, or a savory mushroom and twist. Don't forget about those amazing cheese curds waiting for you at A&W. A&W is rooting for all the players here tonight. Adam Hefty, if you can hear me, sir, how's it going over there in Mora for the, well, not quite second night in a row, but second night this week?
Yeah, so I'm here for some girls basketball, the Highway 23 matchup between the Mora Mustangs and the Ogilvie Lions. The JV game has yet to finish. Mustangs lead 48-33 here in the JV game, so we're going to finish that one up. But I'm really excited for this matchup between two 6-3 squads over here in Mora. How about over there in Pine City?
Yeah, two squads that a little bit different in their records. You've got Hinckley-Finlayson coming in here this evening, looking to kind of maybe make an upset win. They're 3-7 right now, but let me tell you what, they are going to be a thorn in every team's side that they play. Meanwhile, Pine City is back down to 500 at 5-5 after their loss to Bram on Tuesday. So both teams extremely hungry for a win. It's a Great River Conference matchup, Adam, as you well know. These matchups can always go one way or another, and I think that's the very same for your game tonight, where we're going to see both teams that are going to go at it tonight. And I think for both of these games, I think who's ever tuning in, well, it's going to be a great game because, man, both teams on either station are hungry for a win. I mean, you've got Ogilvie, who has kind of seemingly figured things out, and Mora, who's really having a good year. Then over here, Pine City, they're in the top part of this section, but, man, are they kind of still figure things out? And if they can get their offense rolling the way they'd like, man, they're going to be good. But Hinckley-Finlayson, they're just a team that won't go away, and I'm so excited. But, Adam, talk about that Mora squad, because we talked with Coach Dalby preseason, and because I'm a terrible human being, I don't remember half the conversation that we had. So just looking at that team, kind of tell us about that team and what you hope to see from them, or I shouldn't say hope, expect to see from them tonight, and give us a little insight on Ogilvie as well.
Well, Mora is a young team. They're trying to build up from where they were last year. It looks like they found some answers, 6-3, as I said. So both of these squads actually seem to be ahead of schedule in their growth. Both of them 6-3 on the year. A lot of ninth graders even on both of these teams. So it'll be fun to see these teams grow from this year. This year they've grown so much, and they have so much time to grow even more. So these are both really fun teams to watch play and see what they have coming.
Yeah, no doubt. And over here in Pine City, I talked about it a little bit, but Pine City, very big senior group this year. They've got a lot going for them. But, again, can they have the defense there. Can they put the offense together, I think, is the biggest hope for them as they go forward towards the end of the season. And then for Hinckley-Finlayson, for the Jaguars, it's a little bit of a younger squad as well. Although they do have a few seniors, it's a little bit of inexperience for that team. So they're kind of looking to get the experience this year with the seniors and then kind of go in and help them grow for the seasons to come. So I'm excited for tonight's game. I'm excited to hear updates from your game as well. But Adam, tell you what, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to get back into my pregame, and we'll keep each other updated as we go forward. All right, well, not sure if Adam was able to hear.
Sorry about that. I was muted.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Well,
I just wanted to interrupt you.
Yeah. That's totally fine. The interruption. But yeah, we will keep each other updated, and good luck calling that game tonight.
Hey, you as well over there in Pine City.
Thank you. Well, that again was Adam Hefty with our A&W Hometown Handoff during our Here's the Pitch pregame show. Here's the Pitch in North Branch has state-of-the-art pitching machines, or you can even bring your own pitcher to perfect next season's swing. I tell you what, though, before we get too deep into talking about both of these teams, let's go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors. And it is because of our fine sponsors that we're able to be out here and call these games, but also we are able to bring you these games for free because of those said sponsors. So we're going to hear a word from those fine sponsors, and then after that, we're going to come back and talk about both of these teams and how they've done so far this season after word on Anthem Country WCMP.
The Classic Edge HDX from Central Boiler is the outdoor wood furnace for you.
This furnace can heat anything, your house, shop, greenhouse, even a pool, all with one Classic Edge HDX.
The Firestar combustion control takes all the worry and guesswork out of wood heating.
It automatically controls combustion for highest efficiency with any kind of firewood, and you can remotely monitor the furnace from anywhere.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local Central Boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today. Back here on WCMP as we get ready for this Great River Conference matchup between the Jags of Hinckley-Finlayson and the Dragons of Pine City. Taking a look at Hinckley-Finlayson, 3-7 on the year. And they're 0-2 in section play. They play out of Section 5A East after a few years in Section 6AA, but now they're, or 7AA, excuse me, but now they're back. Was it 7? I don't know. Either way, they're back in 5A where I feel like a lot of people feel like they belong. And right now, 3-7, scoring 46 points per game, giving up 58, so not too bad. You know, a lot of times you'll see a team who scores less than they give up. This is not too bad of a spread, only 12 points. It definitely could be worse. But taking a look at Hinckley-Finlayson, at who they've beat, who they've lost to, I was there to call their first game of the season at Hinckley-Finlayson High School against Barnum. Man, they should have won that game. They lost by 1 to Barnum. And Barnum, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, has a 59 QRF in Section 7 Single A. Now, I know some of you may not understand the QRF. I don't either. But QRFs this early in the 50s and 60s, really, really good. Barnum, by the way, 11-1. 11-1. The 15th ranked team in the state. Their lone loss was to Floodwood. I tell you what, Hinckley-Finlayson almost beat Barnum. Hinckley-Finlayson could go out and beat anybody, ladies and gentlemen. I really do believe that. So, and then that Floodwood loss, they avenged later on here actually just last Saturday against Floodwood, 70-63. So Barnum, a very good squad, and Hinckley-Finlayson should have beat them. I mean, they really should have. So for Hinckley-Finlayson, a tough loss there, certainly one they felt like they could have won. Then they fell to East Central by 12 points. Then before winning their first game against Moose Lake Willow River by 10, they fell in overtime to Two Harbors. Lost, that was part of a, 4-game losing streak where they lost to Esco, Ogilvie, and Mora as well. Then they went on a 2-game win streak, beating North Branch and Carlton Renshaw before losing to Crosby Ironton on Tuesday. Crosby Ironton, obviously the team to chase in the conference, as well as one of the best teams in all of state of Minnesota. So they're coming in here tonight. They know what kind of team they have. They are a very solid team, a very tough team, and there's no reason that they couldn't come in here tonight and get a win on the road in hostile territory. But as we look at the other side for Pine City, 5-5 overall, 0-2 in section play out of Section 6 AA. They score 50 points per game while giving up 54 points per game. So their defense, it is there. We know this team for being a really good defense and offensive team. They're usually scoring around 65, 70 points per game is what we're kind of used to seeing from them. This year, the offense has kind of yet to catch up to what they want to be. Don't get me wrong, this offense can score a lot of points, but it's kind of more or less they haven't quite found it yet. They haven't quite seen that game yet. And I'll tell you about it here in just a minute because, well, if we look at the schedule, they have not really scored a ton of points. In fact, there's only been 2 games in which they scored over 60 points. Or 3 games, excuse me. Their game against Zimmerman in a 65-62 loss, the win over Aiken 63-43, and then their win over Concordia Academy 63-37. So there have not been a lot of games where they have scored over 60 points yet. This team is, their offense wants to be around that 65 point per game mark because their defense is getting it done. If you can hold teams to 50, 54 points a game, which they are, that's a solid mark. But they have yet to get that offense going. And let me tell you, when it does, when this offense finally is able to kind of, I feel like just get a couple games of seeing the offense roll like it should and getting things going and understanding how the confidence they can gather and pick up from those type of games. I feel like once that happens, there is no stopping this team. And any team is going to have a tough time against this one trying to catch up and keep up because, again, their defense, again, can get it done. It is getting it done, but it's just the offense hasn't quite followed suit. But when it does, when they can put it all together as one, it is going to be one of the toughest teams in the state and in the section of 6AA to beat. Their wins have come against Ogilvie, Aiken, Hastings. By the way, Hastings is a pretty good 4A school. Cloquet, and Concordia Academy. Their 5 losses have come against Zimmerman, St. Croix Prep, Foley, St. Cloud Cathedral, who they only lost to by 4, I should mention, and Bram as recently as Tuesday. St. Cloud Cathedral in their section, and that's a team that they could see again in the playoffs, except I believe No, they haven't. Okay, maybe it was another section, but they are about 3-3, but they're 3-0 in section play just below Pine City, who Pine City is in that 6th spot in section. So there's a lot of growth that Pine City can still do, which I think other teams should look at and be like, they can still grow? Oh boy, that's scary to think about because if they were playing this well and they've still got some growth and talent that they can increase and get better, man, this is just a team that is going to be so dangerous at the end of the season. And I know a lot of us cannot wait to see what that looks like here for this team. But that is going to do it for our Here's the Pitch pregame. We're going to go ahead and hear a word from our fine sponsors. Then we'll come back and be ready for tip-off here inside Pine City. I think we're going to get maybe a little bit of word about Hoops for Hope tonight. So we're going to take a commercial break, let the coaches do their thing, possibly get our anthem and our starting lineups. Then we'll be back with our tip-off, or at least closer to tip-off, after a word from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country WCMP.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. Coaches, when you need space that's air conditioned or heating with enough room to get in some team training, book Here's the Pitch. Fixing swings, catchers using the state-of-the-art machines, breaking in bats, whatever the team needs to dominate next season. Let Here's the Pitch elevate their game. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
Back here on WCMP Anthem Country 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Your starting lineups here tonight we will start with the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. It will be number 4, McKenna Raby. Number 13, Brooklyn Storley. Number 34, Haley Geiger. Number 41, Rowan Fahey. And number 42, Ava Blowers. They are head coached by Brandon Greenwald. Of course, Haley Geiger, I think it was right before Christmas break, was our Pine Insurance Agency Player of the Week. So congrats to her on being one of our Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Pine Insurance Agency. On the other side for the Pine City Dragons, it will be number 2, Mallory Klepper. Number 4, Paige Gray. Number 11, Brooke Boland. Number 12, Kate Unverzant. And number 14, Rediga Note. Rediga Note starting in place of Vivian Lottie. Vivian Lottie will play tonight, maybe in a more limited role. She was injured on Tuesday, which thankfully she is okay. She's dealing with a little bit of soreness from that injury, but she will play tonight. So appreciate Coach Lottie for updating me on all things Dragons. Appreciate him. Him and I usually have a conversation, whether it be shorter or a little bit extended before games. And I just want to say, Coach Lottie, I appreciate it. I appreciate you giving me the time for a conversation before the game. It means a lot to me, so appreciate you, Coach Lottie. As we get started here in this one, take a look. The Jaguars will be in their all-white uniforms. The red letters and numbers outlined in actually red. It's kind of cool. And then the red stripe down the side of the jersey in short. The Dragons in their home green uniforms as usual. White letters and numbers outlined in black. I want to give a huge shout-out to all the players and coaches that we get the awesome ability to work with each and every week, night. However, we deal with them a lot, and I just want to give a huge shout-out to all of them because, man, they are so great to work with. Even after a tough loss, whether it's a big win, tough loss, it doesn't matter. They are always willing to work with us and help us out in many different ways. So I want to give a huge shout-out to all the coaches and players. It is greatly appreciated. Well, we are just about set for tip-off here. Right at 7. I like it. Dragons getting their final words of encouragement here. And we're ready. I don't know if I mentioned, but Dragons are head coached by Patrick Judd. I don't think I mentioned it, so I apologize. It will be Raby and Unverzant there for tip-off, and this is actually going to be swatted out of bounds by Unverzant. So it's actually going to be no one's going to win it. It will be Jags ball because it was knocked out of bounds by Pine City. Now we're going to get so the clock ran after the ball went out of bounds. I think they're going to say that it should not have ran because no one got possession. So, yeah, there we go. So that was the holdup, and now we're set to go. Hinckley-Finlayson will inbound. It goes to Fahey. Now up to Raby, and Raby will give back to Fahey. Now back to Raby. They're moving this ball nicely up the court. They've got a young lady underneath, but it's blocked by Mallory Klepper and stolen away. Klepper with the block and steal. She'll give to Gray. Now to Boland. Boland will go over to Klepper. Klepper's going to try and go inside to Unverzant. Unverzant with the shot up. No good. It comes up short. Rebounded by Fahey. Rowan Fahey just in good position, not allowing Unverzant to drive inside, and Unverzant has been a presence inside this year. Between her and Klepper, they haven't quite got it going between the two. They are both very good post players, but just haven't quite gotten it going the way they want. Meanwhile, now we're going to get an early foul on a miss from Haley Geiger. The only reason she missed, she was fouled. The first foul going to be called on Pine City. It will be Klepper. And Geiger will shoot 2. Brace Orthodontics only has 37 seconds taken off the clock here in the first half. Brace Orthodontics scoreboard. They have 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. Shot is up, and she makes that one. So 1 of 2 there for Haley Geiger, and the Jags are on the board first, leading 1-0. But the Dragons move the ball quickly up the court. They want to take this. Here's Boland. Oh, a little bit of a too quick shot there at the basket. I think I think she just got caught in between there as Haley Geiger gets the rebound. I think Bolin got caught in between. She had the lane, and then I think wanted to give that one back outside because she had a teammate open. But I think she was stuck in between because she had that lane to drive, but she also had maybe a teammate who was more open. So I think she just kind of got stuck in between and was like, all right, I'm just going to put it at the basket, hope to get a rebound. And unfortunately, it did not happen. Meanwhile, another foul here. I think it's another one on Klepper. Well, they're actually going to get Ganot. I apologize. So Ganot gets the foul called on her, and shooting 2 is Ava Blowers. Blowers' first shot is no good. Yeah, so Bolin, that's been a little bit of trouble here this whole year for Pine City, is just moving too fast, going too fast offensively. And I've said it before, and I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but if they can slow it down just a little bit, take a breath, and understand they don't have to always go supersonic, I think they'll be just fine. Meanwhile, now we're going to get a foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. A push. This is going to go on Ava Blowers. Her first, team's first. So Pine City will inbound now in their offensive zone. Goes to Klepper, to Unverzat, to Boland. Boland on the far side wanted the 3. Good defense, though. Unverzat now will take the 3, just off the mark. Boland with the rebound, taking it to the basket, drops it in for 2. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Brooke Boland is like a bulldog underneath the basket, and I mean that in the best way possible because, well, she just does so many things to get that ball, and she makes it hers. Meanwhile, we're going to get a turnover as Raby was trying to take it up the court. She lost it. I think it was poked out, and it went back, and as she went to grab it, she stepped that foot on the baseline, so it's Pine City ball on the turnover. 2-2 is our score as I update the Embrace Orthodontic score, but there we go. Ganot will inbound right underneath to Klepper. Klepper trying to find a way around, but she finds Gray instead. Gray is fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2. Good job by Gray going through the contact and just realizing I can draw a foul here. And that one's going to go on Blowers again. It'll be her second, so unfortunate for her. But great job by Gray just to realize, hey, I can go through the contact and draw a foul. And Gray hits the first. And I think sometimes for Pine City, when they drive inside like that, I think there's some hesitation. They don't tend to always go through the contact, and I think it hurts them sometimes. But that time it didn't. Meanwhile, the second shot was missed, and then it was rebounded by Raby. And then the pass is too far out in front of Storley, and it's a turnover for Hinckley-Finlayson. So Pine City will get it back once again. Bolin will find Klepper on the far side. Back to Bolin. Bolin will go across the court to Ganot, who's off the mark. This ball going to be rebounded by Raby of Hinckley-Finlayson. So a little bit early on, some shots coming up just a little bit short for both sides, but still early on. Meanwhile, this ball going to be knocked out, nearly stolen away, and also nearly turned over, but a good job there on the far side by Ava Blowers. Oh, man. Another foul. I hate to see this called this early on. This well, it means they're going to be calling it close all night. Which, again, you can appreciate the consistency, but you don't like the fact how quick these fouls are being called. Meanwhile, it's going to be a foul there on Gray. Meanwhile, a steal here for Ganot up the court to Gray, trying to go underneath to Unverzat. Now to Bolin. Bolin, this near side for Klepper. Klepper drives. Short jumper there is good. See, I like that. I like how Klepper drove inside. She saw the defense was there. She saw she wasn't going to get much more on it. So she just said, you know what, I'm just going to take what I'm given. Meanwhile, back-to-back turnovers is now we're going to get Ganot, who got the steal, then gave it right back to Storley. And back-to-back turnovers calls for a timeout from Hinckley-Finlayson. 15:29 to go in this first half. Quick sponsor, and then we'll be back.
Stop relying on unstable energy prices and switch to self-sufficiency with the Classic Edge HDX outdoor wood furnace from Central Boiler. Heat your home, outbuildings, and provide endless hot water, all while utilizing your backyard source for renewable energy. The Classic Edge uses up to 60% less wood, which means less waste and less work. Be more comfortable for less money with the Classic Edge HDX.
Northland Boiler Sales. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Back here on WCMP. Game day going out here at Pine City High School. Pine City and Hinckley-Finlayson going at it. So far early on, both teams are excited to be in it. And just they might be a little too excited. Might have that adrenaline running a little much here in the opening stanza. Meanwhile, in almost another turnover, we're going to get a foul or a jump ball. We're going to get a jump ball. Klepper got in between two Hinckley-Finlayson players. I wasn't sure because both went to the ground if that was going to be a foul or not, but she got enough of the ball for it not to be. So good job there by Mallory Klepper to draw the jump ball. Possession arrow favors Pine City, and they will inbound it. Bolin gets it from Klepper, and Bolin will take it forward. Bolin now gives to Ganode on the far side elbow. She looks in the corner to Gray, now goes underneath Unverzat. Back outside Klepper. Klepper gets around one. She's going to drive inside. Nice Euro step. And no! The roll is not kind that time. The home rim denies her, and it's rebounded there by Hinckley-Finlayson. It was Geiger with the rebound. Now here on this near side, Raby back out to Geiger. Geiger looking. She wants to go to Storley, but she'll go near side now to Fahey. Fahey trying to drive. Nearly had it poked out by Bolin. Bolin providing good defense. Fahey trying to drive. Nothing doing. That ball is tipped and up for grabs. It will be Gray who gets credited for the steal, but it was all caused by Bolin. Bolin hands to Klepper now. Klepper, to Bolin. And Bolin, another shot that just goes a little bit long, and this ball going to be out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Hinckley-Finlayson, so it will stay with Pine City. And we get two new young ladies in the game for Hinckley-Finlayson, Devani Wodash. And for Pine City, it's Vivian Lotte. Good to see her out there. I got a little concerned Tuesday. She got injured, and I was worried it did not look good, but she's back out there. Meanwhile, shot here from Gray from three, no good. Klepper gets the rebound, and now a foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. It'll be their team's third, so both now at three. This one is going to go against Rowan Fahey with her first. And Pine City will inbound. It's Lotte to inbound. Lotte has kind of been the starter offensively in a lot of these games. Meanwhile, just an easy inbound to Klepper, and she drops it in for the easy bucket. 7-2 now, 14.5 to go. But yeah, Vivian Lotte in a lot of games this year that I've called for them, she's been the starter for the offense where she'll get a big old bucket from 3 or 2, and that seems to start the offense. And had a chance to talk to her not too long ago. Meanwhile, a shot here for Fahey is no good. Klepper is going to come down with the rebound, and like to see that from her. I think her and Unverzat need to be a bigger presence inside and in getting rebounds. Meanwhile, Rhea Johnson checks into the game, and she goes up for two, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line and shoot two now. That's a fourth team foul there on Hinckley-Finlayson, and the third already on Ava Blowers. Man, that's unfortunate. So now Rhea Johnson will shoot two. Ava Blowers, the junior for Hinckley-Finlayson, and Johnson is good on the first, make it 8-2. Now checking into the game is Maggie Judd. Coming in to give Gray a breather. A little bit more depth than last year. All right, Johnson's good on both. So Johnson hits them both. It's 9-2. Inbound now to Blowers on the far side, trying to go back there to Raby. That was nearly stolen away, and then gives up to Fahey. Fahey guarded well by Lotte, going up the court to Wodash, and this one, no, couldn't keep it alive. Could Haley Geiger, gave everything she could to keep it alive, but it's too far out in front of her. Haley Geiger, one of the seniors on this squad, so it'll be another turnover. Pine City will have it. It's into Maggie Judd. Judd calls out the play as she goes forward. She looks, wanted to go on the far side to Unverzat, instead gives near side to Johnson, now to Unverzat at the top of the key. Unverzat will drift to her right and then go back to Lotte. Lotte going in this near side corner to Johnson. Top of the key now to Klepper. Klepper will look to Judd. Judd wanted that quick three. She'll go inside anyways to Unverzat. Drops it in for two. I think we need to see more of that from Pine City as we go forward. I think that's what's been missing in their game as of late. 11-2 now is the score. Meanwhile, full court press. Ball goes well behind the play. 28, 27, 26, 25. That's a 10-second violation, and the Pine City defense turning up the heat. Storley will check back into the game for Devani Wodash. Here's Vivian Lotte to inbound on that far sideline. She looks, and she will go to Klepper. Klepper gives to Unverzat. Quick to Lotte. Lotte the long three. Oh, what injury. What injury. She drains it. Like I said, she has done that all season long so far. She'll come up with a big shot, and it seems like it sparks the offense, and that could right there. That's their first three of the night. Good to see her get that big shot there. And now we're going to get another 10-second violation here. The Pine City defense turning it up. 14-2, 12:47 to go in the first half. Going to get 20 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock anyways. Klepper will inbound to Rhea Johnson. Johnson looks back to Coach Judd for the call. Give now to Klepper. Klepper from 3. That's good. 17-2. Here's Fahey. Fahey, bounce pass up to Raby. Raby will go back to Fahey. They've got a chance. They've got to get this one up before 10 seconds. They do. Nice job finding Raby at that last second. Now on this near side, Storley. Storley trying to drive. She'll drift back to the top of the key and kind of reset things. Give to Fahey now. Fahey gets around 1, puts up the long 2, and just off the mark, but Raby's there for the rebound. Backs it out now. Here to Storley. Storley will look and give to Fahey. Fahey trying to get around Judd. And she'll look to Storley. Instead, she'll keep it on this near side. Storley with 9 seconds to shoot, now 8. Storley driving, trying to get around Unverzat. They're going to get the foul there on Unverzat. And, yeah, Judd doesn't like that call. But he also knows that Unverzat not quite set up in the proper spot to not draw the foul. So that will be her first and the team's 4th. And Storley will shoot 2. Great job by Storley, though, to draw the foul, realizing that Unverzat was not set up where she needed to be in order to get the foul goal the other way. So the first one is good. 3 in, 3 out for Pine City. It's Klepper, Unverzat, and Alati out in, I believe, is Boland, Gray, and Ganot, I believe, is the other player who came in. Did have 1 on and 1 off for Hinckley-Finlayson. Meanwhile, 2 for 2 there from Brooklyn Storley. Good-looking shots there from her. Meanwhile, here comes the Dragons, and Boland brings it forward. Boland will look to Johnson. That's where she goes. She wanted to go to Gray, but Gray had kind of a double-team zone over there, so she couldn't go there. Meanwhile, Boland with it. Gets by 1 on the far side now to Rhea Johnson over the defender. High rainbow shot, and it looks beautiful as it goes through 20-4. Good-looking shot there from Johnson. Meanwhile, a little bit of 2-on-2 there from the Dragons' defense as Hinckley-Finlayson gets it up. Fahey trying to drive. She's guarded well. Nothing doing. Pass to Storley now. Storley guarded by Judd. Storley, a 10th grader. Judd, a 7th grader, believe it or not. It's a good matchup. Now another foul here on Pine City. It's going to be their 5th. As I mentioned, they are calling it really close. And, again, consistent so far, which you can appreciate. But, man, just like to see them let them play a little bit more. But that's okay. They're consistent. And we appreciate that. Meanwhile, Gray, I don't know how she held on to that, but she does. Gray with the steal. That's her 3rd already. Now she's going to give it up, though, as Brooklyn Storley gets it back. And she's going to take it. She gives up on the far side. I do not have the number of that young lady. That is number 25. We'll get you that real quick. A 3 here from Storley. Storley coming back with a 3 herself. 20-7. 25 for Hinckley-Finlayson is Kendra Harris, by the way. Had a chance to interview her, one of our Pine Insurance players of the game during the fall. Meanwhile, Judd being bothered here by Storley. Judd now by Fahey. That was close to a foul. But now they'll go underneath to Ganot. Ganot puts up the shot too strong. Boland trying to get the rebound. Couldn't quite tip it back, and it will go back to Hinckley-Finlayson. 20-7 is our score. Geiger will check back in for the Jags. Who's she coming in for? Someone needs to come out, and it looks like it will be Blowers. Blowers has 3 fouls, and she was still in there. That's I love the confidence from Coach Greenwald. Johnson and Judd out in is Klepper and Unverzat. So the starting 5 out there for Pine City. 10.5 to go. Storley guarded by Gray. Maybe just got their feet tied up. Meanwhile, this pass almost stolen away by Unverzat. Now they're left alone, and somehow Klepper got a hand on it, and now Fahey in a lot of trouble. Boland gonna tie it up, but they're first before the tie-up. There's a 3-second violation on Hinckley-Finlayson, and the ball will go back to Pine City. Unverzat nearly got the steal, and then it went through her hands, and then Fahey should have had an open shot. I think she just thought too much about it that time. I think she should have just put up a quick shot, but either way, nice job by Pine City drawing the 3-second violation. Is that a foul? Yeah, they got the foul there on Hinckley-Finlayson. They're going to get Kendra Harris. Good defense, but unfortunately a little too much there. Meanwhile, this will go trying to go underneath the Gray, but it's going to be called a kick ball here on Hinckley-Finlayson, so Pine City will get another chance to inbound. They'll get a substitution here. As checking into the game is number 31, Nindy Jenkins, Heard her name there during fall sports and volleyball. Meanwhile, inbound to Redigan. No, it's a little too strong there. It winds up in the hands of Unverzat, and Unverzat cannot get it to fall. And then the rebound here for Haley Geiger. So Pine City missing what should be more or less an easy layup. Well, 2 is well off the mark, and it's Geiger with the rebound. She'll put up a 2. That's no good. And Klepper with the rebound for herself. Boland up to Gray. Gray, oh, not a foul call. Rebounded by Unverzat, and she'll put it back up and in for 2. It was close, but 22-7. Pine City will kind of come back with that full court, but then they get behind the play. Knocked away by Unverzat, stolen away by Klepper. Klepper going to try and drive all the way. Shot is up and good! Klepper with the and 1. They're going to get this one on Rowan Fahey, her second, team's 6th, and Klepper has a chance for the 3-point play. 24-7. And that one's good. 3-point play there for Klepper. Makes it 25-7. Going back with that full court press look. Nearly stolen away by Gray. Now a little bit behind the play. They'll get it up to Geiger. Geiger has some room on that far side. She's going to try and get by Boland, but Boland does a good job to cut off that lane. But Geiger just bullying her way inside. Back out to Fahey for 3. It's long. And rebounded by Ganote. Oh, man, I thought that was Harris's rebound all the way, but great job by Ganote getting in there. Now a pass from Boland inside to Unverzat, and it's going to be a foul there on Hinckley-Finlayson. Unverzat will shoot 2. This is going to get Harris with her second, team 7th, and Pine City's Unverzat will shoot 2. Again, it's going to be a 1-and-1 from here on out until the 10th team foul on Hinckley-Finlayson. Then they'll shoot 2. Meanwhile, the first one missed there by Unverzat. 2 in, 2 out for Hinckley. Well, I thought it was, yes. Harris and Jenkins out. In is Storley and Raby, and we did have one come out. It's Ganote who came out for Pine City. In is Lottie. Unverzat, that one does fall, 26-7. A little bit of full court press shown again here by Pine City. Fahey, double team now, trying to get through a trap. She does. She gets by 3 different players. She's going to, take it to the basket, but Gray just didn't get the edge in time, and unfortunately, she gets the foul called on herself. So Gray will be the guilty Dragon. It's her second, team's 6th now, and it will be Fahey to shoot 2. Yeah, this is a really good job by Fahey going through the trap, getting around another defender in Boland, and then getting to Gray and realizing she's not set up again, so she just drives by, gets the foul call. Gray will have a breather. Judd in. And Fahey misses the first. This one is good. They've been about 50% all night on free throws. They'd like to see that improve, but hey, you'll take it for now. Meanwhile, Boland brings it up the court, give to Klepper, trying to go underneath Unverzat. Unverzat, nice job getting back around the defender. What a nifty move by Unverzat, and nearly a standing O from her teammates and fans here in attendance. Fahey again trying to get around the defender. She does, but this time it's Klepper. Fahey will look, and she'll hand off to Storley. Storley gets around 1. Give now on this near side, Blowers. Blowers shot too strong, and it's rebound. Oh, what a rebound, and one-handed pushed it back up, did Raby. Raby with the rebound and then pushed it back up for 2. That's impressive there. Meanwhile, back the other way, here come the Dragons. It's Judd to Klepper. Klepper's got an open lane. Soft layup, not enough. Unverzat with the rebound. Oh, she thought she was pushed. Not going to get the call, apparently, and Blowers gets the rebound. Now, I thought she may have gotten a little bit stronger contacted, and I thought there was going to be a foul, but not the case. Meanwhile, here's Blowers trying to get that's Fahey trying to get a screen. Now to Storley. Storley gets by 1. Unverzat lost it. That should be Dragon ball. It is. Storley lost it. It was not touched by a Dragon player. Go back to Pine City. Johnson will get in for Unverzat, and Klepper will inbound. Inbound goes to Boland, and Boland directing traffic. Up past the timeline, give on the far side. Lottie almost again, just off the mark, and almost. Boland almost got the rebound, tried to rip it away, but at the last second the whistle was called, and the possession arrow points the way of the Jags. 7:24 to go in the first half on that Brace Orthodontic scoreboard. They will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. If you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embraceofmen.com. Here come the Jags the other way. Good job there by Geiger driving in. And, I mean, I don't want to say it was the path of least resistance, but, man, Pine City just didn't have much there. Meanwhile, now here's Judd looking for a three herself. That's going to go long, and Fahey with the rebound. Hey, you'd like to see with some of these for Pine City that they take maybe an extra step or just a breath to take another look at the basket, because some of these just seem to rush on these shots so far tonight. Meanwhile, this pass inside is knocked out of bounds. It's 28-12, 6:50 to go in the first half. Storley will look to inbound. They'll inbound deep to Geiger. Geiger's going to take the three. Why not? That's just off the mark. Lottie gets the rebound, gives in to Boland as she was bumped out of bounds. On the far side, Johnson nearly lost it. Good job corralling it to Lottie. Now to Boland for three. That is good. 31-12. A little bit of 2-2-1 now shown defensively here by Pine City, and then they close, and now they get it up to Blowers. Blowers fouled there by Lottie, and again, they're calling it close, so both teams got to adjust a little bit. That is Lottie's first. It's a 1-1, though, now for Blowers. Ganot and Unverzad in for Klepper and Lottie. So Blowers will shoot the 1-1. It's good. Took us time to ring around the rim a couple times before deciding to fall through, but it is good. 31-13 there after the Blowers free throw. Now she'll get a chance at a second. And that one comes up short, but Geiger gets the rebound. That's her fifth. Now, meanwhile, on the far side, somehow Blowers came up with it on the floor, but then the pass, trying to get it out to Fahey, is going to go off the mark and out of bounds. Unfortunately, her teammate just couldn't catch up to it. As now we'll see Gray check back into the game. She'll give Boland a breather. And Judd will bring it forward past the timeline. Stops, gives over to Ganot. Ganot, far side corner, Johnson three. No good. Rebounded by Geiger. Right now, Jags doing a really good job boxing out, not allowing Pine City any second or third chance opportunities offensively. And I think I'd like to see that be a little bit more. Meanwhile, Unverzad gets the block, not quite the steal, as it's taken back by Hinckley-Finlayson. This time the shot is up, no good. Ganot gets the rebound for Pine City. It was good battle there. Good battle, but Ganot is going to win that time. Meanwhile, the pass up to Gray. Now to Judd for three. That's good. 34-13. Fahey will look. She'll give to Geiger. Geiger just being patient. She'll get up past the timeline now on the far side. Guarded well. Ganot's guarding her. She gets a screen. Going to pass it back outside to Storley. Storley now to Blowers for three. Trying to go bank shot. It's no good. It's another Geiger rebound. Give to Fahey for the long two. And she delivers. Good looking shot there from Fahey. Just a good pass, though, by Geiger. I mean, great distribution there by her. Now Judd being bothered. She's going to lose it, but get it back. But then we're going to get a foul. Greenwald almost beside himself, saying no, he does not agree with that foul. It was close. I can't really say whether it was or not. I mean, it was just so close. Personally, if I'm the ref, I let it go, but again, they're calling it a little bit closer tonight, so I know you're sick of hearing me say that. So Judd, meanwhile, is no good on that one, and it will be rebounded, you guessed it, by Geiger. So Geiger closing in on already 10 rebounds here in the first half. Pretty impressive. Meanwhile, here comes Storley. Storley gets by one. Give back out now to Raby. Raby will give to Geiger. No good. And that will go into the hands of Judd for the rebound. Judd weaving her way through traffic. Gets it poked out, and it's going to be stolen away by Storley, but it's poked out by Fahey, and Storley will score two. Well, that's less than ideal if you're Pine City. Now Judd being trapped into a double team, but she gets it up to Ganot. Now they've got numbers. They need to capitalize here. Gray inside to Unverzat. She needed to take and maybe pass that one out. That was, she was kind of, I can't describe it in real time, but if you saw it, it was a really awkward shot. I feel like she could have found a different spot to go with that one. Meanwhile, Hinckley-Finlayson's got Pine City well behind the play, and this one blocked, stolen away by Johnson. Unverzat with the block, and a timeout called here by Pine City. So Judd sees something. He wants to maybe settle down, or not sure what he sees, but either way, it's a timeout. Pine City, while they take one, we will as well.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Back here on WCMP, 34-17 is our score. Hinckley-Finlayson on a bit of a run now. And Klepper, this Jag defense going to, a little 2-on-2 here defensively. Klepper gets it back from Bolin too far. Tried to find Unverzat, but it went well too far. And I think maybe kind of like a quarterback, just found the receiver too wide open and got too much on that one. Meanwhile, here come the Jags. Blowers has some numbers, but then she gives to Storley. Storley goes inside. Geiger, oh my goodness. The Jags are just moving at a different pace right now, and Pine City just kind of has no answer. 34-19. Bolin over to Ganote, to Lottie. Lottie back to Ganote, over to Klepper. Klepper going to drive inside, get around one. Shot is up and good. They needed that, and they kind of almost desperately needed that. Jags were going on a nasty. It was 9-0 run. Meanwhile, this is stolen away by Lottie. Give it underneath Bolin. Bolin will get it to fall. Nice steal there by Lottie. Just perfect timing on reading that and stepping right in front of the pass. Meanwhile, now the give to Geiger. Just such a savvy vet out there for Hinckley-Finlayson. Gives underneath to Blowers, and Blowers drops it in for two. She is so good at distributing the ball, but she can do it. I mean, not just distributing. She can score. She can get the rebounds. I mean, she does it all for Hinckley-Finlayson. Meanwhile, here's Bolin. He's going to be guarded. Now trying to get it off. She gets it to Unverzat. Unverzat giving on this near side to Klepper underneath Lottie. Lottie with the turnaround jumper. Oh, the unkind bounce. Meanwhile, now the rebound there for Blowers, but because she fell and did not dribble the ball, it is going to be a travel, and Pine City will get it back anyways. 2:21 to go, 38-21. Lottie will look to inbound. Finds Bolin on the far side. Wanted to take that quick shot, but Geiger's there. Just a smart move. Unverzat, it will get through her hands and roll to Lottie. I didn't see Lottie there, so I was like, what are you doing? You got to go after that one, but just a good job realizing her teammates there. Ganote, no good. She comes up short on her shot. Storley with the rebound. Now Storley brings it forward. She almost lost it there, but she gathers it back. She'll look now, try to drive on this near side. Oh. And it'll be a foul there. Be two for Storley. They're gonna get Boland. With her first. Team's eighth now. Storley's first one is no good. And that one's no good, but Geiger is going to get the rebound. Leave it to her to get it. She puts up a shot, and it's good. I mean, she's been borderline unstoppable tonight when she has the ball in her hands. And I'll pass out the court here to Unverzat, and Going to get a foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson defensively. Goes to 1-1 for Unverzat. We're going to get this one on Geiger, her first. Of course, as soon as I compliment Geiger, she draws the foul. Obviously, it's not her fault. It's mine. It's the announcer's jinx. And I take full credit for her getting that one. Meanwhile, this shot is no good. And it will be Blowers this time with the rebound. Blowers will give it off to Fahey. Fahey will be followed by Boland. She'll look to Storley, fake the handoff, and now tries to drive, but Boland cuts off the angle. Fahey just being patient. They don't need to rush things. Give to Storley now. Storley runs into Ganote. Ganote, she's got the angle this time. The shot, oh my goodness. Another foul, and I'm on the backside of that play, so I can't super tell, but I think it was just Ganote. Yeah, it was. And she lost the angle there on Storley, and that's why that one happened. 2 shots for Storley now. The first, no good. Did not get the friendly bounce. Rhea Johnson-Judd in for Ganote and Unverzat. And Storley this time is good. So 24 points now for Hinckley-Finlayson, 38 for Pine City. Good movement up the court to Johnson. Johnson, shot is up, no good, but she is fouled. So she'll go to the line now and shoot 2. It'll be the 10th now in Hinckley-Finlayson, 1:14 to go. I didn't quite see who they got that one on. Is that Storley? Yeah, I think so, but this will be her second. They say she only has 1. First one is good off the front of the rim there for Johnson. With the way this first half is ending, it feels more or less like a second half with how many fouls we're picking up and then how fast these teams are moving up and down the court. And it's kind of it's fun. It's been a fun first half, let's be honest. Johnson good on both. 40-24. Meanwhile, Raby into the game. Give to Storley. Up the court to Geiger. No one there. Geiger's got position. Shot is up and good again. I mean, what can you do to stop it? Even if she's not in good position, she makes it fall. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you can do. This is going to be a foul. Lottie will shoot 2. They're going to get this one on McKenna Raby. Team's now 11th, I believe. And Lottie gets to shoot 2. First one, no good. And Lottie's second one is good. So 1 of 2 there to make it 41-26. And I got to be faster because every time that I have gone down to change the scoreboard, it has been quick movement by both teams. Meanwhile, Geiger and Boland will tie this one up, and the possession arrow faces Pine City's way. Pine City gets it back. And looks like Ganote will check in for Lottie. And Boland will inbound to Judd. She gives it right back to Boland. Boland will bring it forward with 41 seconds to go here in the first half. Boland will drive on the far side, stops, loses the ball for just a moment, and she almost lost it officially, but somehow gets it back. Now Klepper inside puts up a hook shot. It is no good. Ganote comes in out of nowhere to get the rebound. Boland driving aggressively inside. She lost it. I don't know if that's a block or steal, but I think it's both. It'll be a block for Geiger, a steal for Raby. And here come the Jags the other way. Fahey along two. It's going to be no good. Through the hands of Klepper, and then out of bounds off of Harris. Okay. Kendra Harris did a good job to get over there and nearly get the rebound on the far side for the Jags, but just not enough. 41-26, 8 seconds to go here in the first half. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and Judd, a bad turnover. And, oh my goodness, I don't know if Raby even knew how much time was left there in the first half. She was going to go for the easy fast break, and I think she just didn't realize how much time was left because she had a wide open shot from half court or even closer, and she didn't put one up. That's unfortunate there for the Jags. They could have had a big momentum swing here at the end of the half, but either way, we're going to go into the halftime period with the Pine City Dragons leading over the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars 41-26, but let me tell you what, it feels a lot closer than that, and this is going to be a great second half. But be sure to stay tuned after a word from our fine sponsors. We'll be back with our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. But first, a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Traditions are passed down, and we learn what is important. The value of $1, the importance of family, the ability to do a job yourself. Central Boiler designed the Classic Edge with these same values in mind. The Classic Edge Outdoor Wood Furnace from Central Boiler. A perfect combination of value and performance.
Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Hey, Mark, I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a Central Boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a Central Boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local Central Boiler Sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP, we're at halftime here. The Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora halftime show, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. They have state-of-the-art facilities over there, as well as over 44 years of experience getting vehicles back on the road. Taking a look at some of these stats here from the first half of play. For Hinckley-Finlayson leading the way, both Brooklyn Storley and Haley Geiger have 8. 4 for Ava Blowers, 3 for both Raby and Fahey. Geiger led the team with 9 rebounds. They had 5 steals, 1 block, and 11 team fouls. Looks like they got a little bit of a challenge going on here. They're going to do kind of a chuck-a-puck type deal where there's a cone out there. If you can get your whatever you're tossing out there closest, you're going to have get to win a prize. So I just so you know, that's why I'm stopping and I'm curious about what's happening. But meanwhile, leading the way for Pine City was Mallory Klepper with 12 points, 7 for both Johnson and Boland, 5 for Unverzat, 4 for Lottie, 2 for Gano. Don't forget Maggie Judge. She had a big 3 in there, and then Paige Gray had 1. They had 8 steals, 3 blocks, and 9 team fouls. They had 2 blocks come from Unverzat, and they were big blocks as well. Meanwhile, 9 team fouls, as I mentioned. So a really fun first half, a really good first half for both these teams, but the first half was kind of split in two. It was the first part of the first half was kind of both teams feeling it out. We got one that is right on the cone. I apologize. That's going to be the winner. Meanwhile, But both teams kind of feeling it out. Then Pine City started to get things going, and they really got things going. It was, they put the pedal down, and it was all Pine City. They were up to a 20-plus point lead, and it was like, oh, boy, here we go. Pine City's going to start to pull away. But then came Hinckley-Finlayson. They went on a 9-0 run. They did, and closed the gap to back under 20. And it was like, okay, now all of a sudden it seems like the Dragons cannot stop Hinckley-Finlayson. And it was, Geiger was a big part of that, getting big-time rebounds, but also scoring, from everywhere. She was putting up shots, and they were just, it seemed like any shot she put up, it was going to fall. And it was just so impressive what Hinckley-Finlayson was able to do during that 9-0 run. But they continued it. Even though, yes, Pine City did get a few points back on the board, man, Hinckley-Finlayson, there was just kind of no way that they were going to be down and out as the half finished up, and they weren't. And they got a big steal at the end of it. And I thought that, unfortunately for Raby, I thought she had a chance to go for the long half-court shot, but I just don't think she realized how much time was left, and so it wound up not being able to. But Coach looked at her. He was like, yep, hey, it's okay. You got the steal. We got some momentum going our way, so it is A-okay that you didn't get off the half-court shot. But really impressive first half for both these teams. The most points scored by Pine City in a half this season, 41 points. I was getting some T-shirts thrown out here for Hoops for Hope night. Pretty darn cool that they're doing that. But I just really impressive first half. I've been kind of waiting to see this type of offense of put out in the first half from Pine City all year long, and I've been saying it all year long. I'm sure you people are sick of hearing it, but it's just kind of like, okay, man, if they can get the offense going the way that we know it can and should, I think if you're the Pine City coaches, this team is going to find that new level of confidence. They're going to get that standard down, and then good luck stopping them. And I think we've seen that here in this first half. Now, I still think they were rushing a few shots. I still think there were a few times where they had an open shot, but they just kind of rushed it. Or maybe it wasn't quite super open, but they took the shot where they could have maybe stepped inside and drew a foul, or they could have gave it off to someone else for a more open shot. But I was really impressed, even though those things did happen, they came back, went back defensively if they missed, came back and continued to play their type of game, and they didn't panic, and that's what was really impressive. But I think if Pine City is able to settle it down, slow it down a little bit, again, I like the pace that they've set for themselves, but I think if they can I think it's more not so much slowing down, I think it's just settling down, because I think the pace is good. I think if they can work at that pace, that's going to benefit them and keep them out in front in many, many games, if not all of them. But if they can just settle down, I think that will be the biggest part for them as they go forward here, not just in this game, but forward, because Hinckley-Finlayson, they found a little bit of something offensively and defensively. And if you let them back into this game here in this second half, they're going to beat you. I mean, that's just the type of team Hinckley-Finlayson is. They're a team where their record may not show how good they are, but you're going to come out in a game and try and play them, and you're going to go out, okay, we got a lead. Then you start to settle down. Then they're going to come back and go, hey, we're not done. We're not out of this. And then you're going to have to look at yourselves and go, oh, okay, wait a minute. Now we got to turn things back. So Hinckley-Finlayson is a very much better team than what they show on paper with their record. And I'm really excited to see this second half. I think it's going to be a really good second half between both of these teams. For Hinckley-Finlayson, quite honestly, I would not change anything. In fact, I would keep feeding Geiger, tell her, hey, I'm just going to let you kind of take over this game. Right now, you feed who you need to feed, and let's get this offense and defense going. For Pine City, again, offensively, settle it down a little bit. I like the pace you're going at, but settle it down a little bit. Continue to find those open shots. And I think they need to continue to work the ball inside and continue to feed the tall players like Klepper and Unverzat, because I think we haven't seen them do it enough this year, and I think they need to do it more here in the second half. And then defensively, just make sure you're not giving up the lane. Just make sure you're cutting off that edge that the the Hinckley-Finlayson player has. So those are my keys here to the second half. We're going to get one more word from our fine sponsors, and then we'll be back for our second half of action. That was your Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show, brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass and more. They are ICAR and ASE certified.
Your journey to a smile you'll love forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. With locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you'll embrace forever.
Well, half number 2 just about ready to get going. 41-26 is the score, with Pine City holding on to the 15-point lead. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible. Custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners. Remember to stay tuned with all things local sports. Be sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. That way, every time we go live with a local sporting event, you'll get notified. All you have to do is click the notification. It will take you right to the live video. Hinckley-Finlayson will start with the ball in the second half. They will go right to left on your radio dial. Pine City left to right. They move things around. They'll bounce pass it into Storley. Storley will give back to Blowers, right back to Storley. I want to see the early changes both these teams made. Maybe we're going to get an early foul on Hinckley-Finlayson. They're going to get this on Raby and a hook or a elbow. Oh, man, that's unfortunate. So Pine City will get the ball after a foul called there. Meanwhile, dangerous passes inside to Klepper, but she's able to, great concentration to hold on to that. Oh, but this time, Gray nearly lost it. Good job to hold on to that one. Unverzat for 3, and that's off the mark. Good shot, though. And now Klepper with the rebound. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Raby. Those are ones where Pine City has to, I think, drop those in. Now, it's easier said than done. I'm up here, and I just talk about it. So it's easier said than done for me. But I think those are the ones that you got to convert into points. You've got the open shot like that. You have to convert those into points, especially when you get the rebound. That's another thing I'd like to see Pine City pick up on a little bit more in this second half is just get more rebounds on both sides, because I didn't think they did a good enough job there in the first half. Meanwhile, a 3 by Storley missed. Bolin with the rebound. Shot inside by Klepper. No good, and it's guess who? Geiger with now her 10th rebound on the night. She had 9 of them in the first half. 9. Well, Fahey with it now on the far side. She'll look, give it off to Storley. Storley gets a screen. She looks to drive underneath. This ball is actually going to go out of bounds off of Ganot, so it will stay with Hinckley-Finlayson. So Jags catch a break there. It was going out of bounds. Ganot just got a hand on it, but this ball inbounded, poked away by Gray, stolen away by Boland. She'll give it up in the near side corner. Gray for 3. That looked on the mark. It was not. And then Klepper could not hold on to the rebound. Instead, it is Blowers who got it. 41-26, still our score. Nearly 2 minutes in, and Storley changes that real quick. Nice little layup. 41-28. This pass, yeah, that I don't even know why you threw that one in there. There was about 3 different white jerseys there. There's no reason that one should have been thrown into traffic like that. You got to make better passes than that. Unfortunately for Pine City, a turnover. And I know it's still a 13-point game, but it almost seems like that's where right where Hinckley-Finlayson wants you. They're going to say, hey, all right, that's fine. We're still down by double digits. Not for long. Meanwhile, this shot is up. No good. Rebounded. Yep, it's Geiger. And, yep, it's 2. And a timeout called here by Pine City. Yeah, they got to figure something out. It is not a good start. And Hinckley-Finlayson is just starting where they left off in the second. Starting the second half where they left off in the first. Maybe I need a break. Maybe I need a commercial break. But it's a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. Great chance to remind you that you can always stay tuned to many different local sports, not just tonight's game, but all local sports on our morning show over on 100.9 FM with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45 every weekday. I'll talk games from the night before, games coming up that day, and if it's a Friday, I'll talk games coming up during the weekend. If it's a Monday, I'll talk about games that happened from Friday and the weekend. So we'll also talk some regional and maybe a glimpse of national sports as well. So be sure to tune in to the morning show every weekday, 7:45 and 8:45 with Josh Miron on 100.9 FM, Cool Country. 41-30, Hinckley-Finlayson, what a run it has been for them. Starting back in the first half, they have just really swung things in their favor. Pine City, it just feels like that they're just kind of pushing too much, trying too hard. I don't want to say trying too hard because that's just not, I don't think you can try too hard, but just something's off. Meanwhile, another rebound that was missed here by Pine City. Just really good job by Hinckley-Finlayson boxing out and getting these rebounds. This pass nearly stolen away. Good job, though, by Geiger to reel that one in. And they've got another chance. They've got a chance to cut this down to single digits, and that would be huge for the Jags because, you cut it to single digits, that might change the entire look of this thing. Geiger gets the roll. Already a double-double for her with now double-digit points and 10 rebounds. This pass inside to Klepper, and there you go. She drives to the basket. Even though she didn't make it, she draws the foul, and I think that's what they need to do more of. I think they need to continue to push the game inside and get more fouls drawn. Meanwhile, that is going to be going on Geiger. They're going to get her for the foul, team's second, and the free throw there by Klepper gets the friendly bounce, and they finally get on the board here in the second half as we are almost 4 minutes in. So great job by Hinckley-Finlayson, though. Man, what a run they've gone on since the middle part of that first half. This one no good, and Unverzat nearly gets the rebound, but it falls in the hands of Blowers. She almost tipped it to herself, but they've just been a little bit off on the rebounds, too, here tonight. Storley will get it, and this is the same play they've run. They have run now the same play almost the last 3 possessions as Hinckley-Finlayson, and Pine City has not been able to stop it. That is the same exact play they've been running almost to begin the entire second half. Meanwhile, this ball going to be knocked out of bounds by Hinckley-Finlayson, they'll say. And we've got a issue at the scorer's table, and Klepper will score 2. Looks like the one ref was not quite ready for play to resume, and not sure if it was just a quick conversation he needed or if the referee saw him go to the scorer's table. Not quite sure what happened there. Meanwhile, Fahey nearly lost it. Somehow brings it back, gives it out to Blowers. What a great job. Great concentration. And that time it is blocked and stolen away by Klepper. Klepper trying to go on the fast break. Gets by 1 and drops it in for 2. That is much needed there. I think for just Klepper's confidence, but also for Pine City as a team, their lead back out to 14. This is going to be good through the hands of Geiger. Unverzat going to wind up with the steal. Unverzat will slow things down, give over to Bolin on the far side. She's got a minute to breathe, and the 3 is good. And that is going to be a timeout called here by Hinckley-Finlayson. Right as it looked like Pine City was kind of dead in the water, all of a sudden they get a couple steals and turn the heat back up, and all of a sudden they're back up to a 17-point lead. Timeout called by Hinckley-Finlayson. We'll take one as well back after word from our fine sponsors.
If you're going to stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Rice Krispie Sheet Treat, just $14.99. Sweet Chaos Drizzled Popcorn are just 2 for $8. Snack Time Frosted Pretzels only $5.99 each. Ghirardelli Milk Chocolate Snowmen are just $7.99. And Shirley Temple 7-Up 12-packs, 2 for $12. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Well, back here on WCMP, what a start to the second half it has been. It was all Hinckley-Finlayson for the first 4 minutes. Then in the last 30 seconds or so, Pine City has gone on a tear, an 8-0 run for them. Now another turnover, and Bolin will get it. And did she just give it back up? She did. It'll be Storley. Gives it back up to Judd. And, man, back and forth we go. Here's Bolin with it. Give back to Judd. Judd has it poked out. A steal now for Storley. Ah, man. Really need teams to hang on. And then Klepper gets it back. Oh, my goodness. Wide open underneath. Lottie lost it. And she's going to get the foul on Guy. She will foul Geiger. I apologize. So Geiger gets the steal. Lottie will get the foul called on her. It's her second, team's first. Wow. I think we had about 6 or 7 turnovers there in a span of 20 seconds. Not good for either side. Now Lottie nearly gets it back, and somehow Hinckley-Finlayson held on to it. Going underneath the Geiger. She had it blocked. She gets it back. Klepper with another block. She's good for another one. She has 3 now. Fahey just drives inside. Yeah, that's a really smart play there by Fahey. Just kind of put up an easy layup there and high percentage shot as well. So let's see if we can't hold on to the ball now if you're both teams. Lottie give underneath to Klepper, and Klepper for 2. Good passes here the last 2 drives by both squads, 51-34. Little 2-2-1 now by Pine City defensively. Fahey will give it up to Storley, and Storley has kind of been a problem for Pine City. Just really good ball handling, and ooh, a foul called, and I don't. They're going to get this one on Lottie. Man, not quite sure. They called her for a hold on Storley, but man, I don't know. I thought Storley was a little bit out of control. Not in a bad way, just like movement-wise. I thought she was already kind of stumbling, but meanwhile, she hits them both. So, hey, she makes the most of those free throws. Drops them both in, 51-36. Here come the Dragons the other way. Judd stops, gives out to Klepper, now to Bolin. Bolin will look. She tries to drive. She says, wait a minute. 2 defenders. I got to give it somewhere else. Klepper. Oh, she dropped the ball, and it's going to work in her favor. She picks it up, gets around 2 defenders. Now to Johnson, now to Bolin. Johnson left open for 3. That's off the mark. Klepper gets a rebound, and that is one of the first times here tonight that we have seen a second chance opportunity offensively for Pine City. They have not had a lot of second or third chance opportunities. Meanwhile, a steal by Klepper. Bolin will put up an easy 2, and she drops it in. Whoa. A lot of action here in this second half. And another steal for Klepper. Bolin gets it, trying to put it up inside. No good. Another steal for Klepper. She's got 6 tonight. And Bolin is fouled. Show her line and shoot 2. This foul is on Raby, her 3rd. Team's looks like 3rd of the second half, yes. And Bolin will shoot 2. First one's good. Wow. Harris and Wodash into the game for Hinckley-Finlayson. Lottie and Klepper and Judd catch a breather. Unverzat, Ganot, and Gray back in for Pine City. Bolin hits them both. So Bolin hits both free throws, and they're out to a 21-point lead, but I tell you what, it does not feel like a 20-point lead. Fahey shot no good. Unverzat trying to get the rebound, and it'll be a jump ball, and possession arrow, who does it point towards? Pine City. Greenwald wanted the travel call, but I think the reason why they didn't call it is because I think a member of Hinckley-Finlayson had hands on the ball while she was falling to the floor, so I think that's why there was no travel call on that one. Although I can see why Greenwald would want a travel call. Good movement here for Pine City. Rhea Johnson, that's going to be just off the mark, and easy rebound for Fahey. That one, a long bounce. Really no chance for any Pine City player there. Fahey will bring it forward. She had Geiger open for a moment. Still has Geiger open. Instead, they're going to go to Wodash for 3. No, because she got her own rebound. That going to be no good. And, well, Wodash got it back. And so she'll get another. No, they call it a jump ball. Okay. So enough tie up, and it will be possession arrow pointing the way of the Jags. Inbound to Geiger, and going to draw the foul, and Judd pretty upset. And yeah, just a little upset that the team just kind of not being able to see things the way he'd like them to. But well, Geiger hits the first, but yeah, just a little bit of frustration there for Coach Judd, because I think he knows that this team is much better than what they have seen this year, and he wants them to be at their best every game. Who doesn't? But just a little bit of frustration there. Meanwhile, a three from Rhea Johnson. Oh man, just off the mark. Geiger gets the rebound. She hit 1 of 2 on her free throws. 57-37. Meanwhile, Fahey has it. She'll look to give to Wodash. No, she'll take it to the far side herself. She backs up, looking for a screen from Geiger, but Ganote is there. Great job by Ganote to realize that. This ball up for grabs. Wodash got it back. Could have been a turnover. Wodash trying to go inside to Harris. And I think she did not go up and down with it. I think she lost possession, so it's not going to be a travel. Meanwhile, she shoots it from 3. It's going to be no good. Rebound tied up. Another jump ball. Possession arrow pointing the way of the Dragons this time. Klepper and Judd in for Johnson and Boland. 10 minutes to go, 57-37. Again, even though it's a 20-point difference, I think both teams would say it feels a lot closer than 20 points. I mean, the way that the second half has gone, my goodness, it has been a little bit of a crazy second half. Meanwhile, Klepper, oh man, that was not the easiest of shots, but she got it to fall. And that's the kind of shots we have been missing from Klepper. Meanwhile, here's Geiger again. Geiger, oh, what a drive through 2 different players, and then it was blocked by Klepper. But what a drive by Geiger. And now Raby with the shot, and another foul here on Pine City. And this might be again, oh, they're going to get Ganote this time. That's her 3rd, team's 4th? Yes. Yes, okay. So to shoot 2 is Raby. The first one is no good. And Lati will check in for Ganote. Storley is in for Wodash for Hinckley-Finlayson. And Raby trying to make at least 1 of 2 here. For his second one is no good, but there's Geiger again with the rebound. Ball will go out of bounds off of Hinckley-Finlayson, so it will go back to Pine City. 9:37 on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Judd has it. She'll go to Klepper. Over to Vivian Lati, just too long. And Klepper gets the rebound, says, don't worry, I got you. She puts it back for 2. 61-37. Fahey in some trouble. She finds a wide open Raby for 3. It's no good. And we're going to get another tie-up and another jump ball, but this time possession points the way of Hinckley-Finlayson. Blowers will check in for Harris. Meanwhile, Blowers, she got 3 fouls early on in the first half. They kept her in there. Love the confidence by Greenwald, and it's paid off. She only still has 3. That's pretty impressive. Oh, she does have 4, they say. Huh. Wonder where she got the 4th. Meanwhile, this ball missed, unfortunately, for Storley, and Geiger tried to keep it alive. Man, just missed, and I mean just. 61-37. 9 minutes exactly halfway through this second half. Judd gives over to Lati. Strong hands there. Gives over to Gray for 3. That's long, but Klepper is there for another rebound. Now has 7. 63-37. Did we get a foul? Ball knocked out of bounds, it looks like, by Pine City. Geiger will give in to Storley. Storley. Give now to Fahey near side for 3. No good. Klepper with another rebound. Gives to Judd. Judd. Good pass to Unverzat. She drew the defender in as she faked she was going to drive and then drew the defender towards her. And now a pass that is knocked away, stolen away by Klepper. Klepper gives to Lati. Lati back to Klepper. Klepper for 2 plus the and 1. And here comes this Dragon offense. This is going to go against Fahey, her 3rd. And Mallory Klepper having a night. Meanwhile, Ray Johnson will check in for Judd, and Bolin will come in for Gray. Klepper, good on the three-point play. 68-37. Fahey now gives to Storley. Storley on the far side, give underneath to Geiger. I don't know if it was blocked or if it slipped. We're going to get another jump ball. Possession arrow points the way of the Dragons. These two teams have really, I thought the first half was good. Man, they have stepped it up in this second half. Now, I know Hinckley-Finlayson has been held off the board, and eventually they'll come through. Eventually they'll get things going. But the Pine City Dragons have all sorts of momentum on both sides of the ball right now. A three for Unverzad is no good. Storley with the rebound. She lost it, racing up the court to go get it. She gets it back. And now there's Vivian Lottie. She gives back to Blowers, who gives it right back to Storley. Storley will give here to, no, she fakes the give to Fahey. They've done a real good job with those fakes here tonight. You know, those three possessions in a row where they ran the same play, I think they need to go back to it. Blowers did get the rebound. They're going to get, I think, a foul here on Lottie. Yeah. So it's her fourth. It'll be an inbound for Hinckley-Finlayson. Yeah, I think those three possessions where I said, well, Hinckley-Finlayson has ran the same play 3 times in a row. Pine City couldn't stop it. I think they need to go back to that well right now. Pine City couldn't stop it when they went away from it. That's when you kind of seen, well, honestly, the turnovers started to pile up for both teams. But I think Hinckley-Finlayson needs to go back to the well. Meanwhile, a Geiger three is going to be no good. It's a Klepper rebound. And she gives to Boland. To Lottie, underneath to Unverzad. Just too strong. And rebound there by Blowers. Oh, and they're going to lose it. They try to give to Storley, and then she lost it out of bounds, so we'll go back to Pine City. Yeah, right now for Hinckley-Finlayson, just a few too many mistakes as Gray will check in for Lottie. Just a few too many mistakes during this stretch, and unfortunately, that's really it. I think they're kind of just shooting themselves in the foot. I don't really think that it's too out of hand. I think they can easily turn this around, but they're going to have to do it soon because I think now they're just starting to think too much about it, and they need to get back to playing just kind of free. Meanwhile, Geiger just going to take that long, too. That's a good idea. Meanwhile, Klepper lost it. You won't see her lose many of those. It was rebounded by Raby, and she lost it, and now we get a jump ball. Possession arrow points away of the Jags. So they'll hold on to it. And now we get a whistle, whistle, whistle. And at the scores, so they're going to, okay, so because it didn't change possession, looks like there's only 17 seconds on the shot clock. That's how much was left when the jump ball was called. Fahey's got to get it off here soon. She just does in time to Storley on the far side. Storley will bounce to Blowers. She'll give back to Storley. Nearly a 5-second violation on the inbound. Storley had that one knocked away. She gives a Fahey for three. That's a good-looking three for Fahey, and they desperately needed that, 70-40. Yeah, Hinckley-Finlayson, they needed that one, and now maybe they can get their offense rolling again. Meanwhile, inside, Klepper wanted to give to Unverzad, nothing doing. A Boland three, it's going to miss the mark, and it will go back to Hinckley-Finlayson, and she kind of gives that oof look. It looked like a good shot, but it was just off the mark. So here comes Hinckley-Finlayson, and this is kind of how they went on that run in the first half. Pine City missed a few shots here and there, then Hinckley-Finlayson just stormed back with points of their own, and I think that's what you need to do if you're Hinckley-Finlayson. Don't waste too much time thinking about it. Just go out and score. I mean, it's easier said than done. That's very, very simple terms. But I think that's what they did in the first half going on that run. 8 to shoot now for Hinckley-Finlayson. 6-5. Geiger, oh, I thought she had it, but instead give to Blowers. Good, give to Blowers. Oh, they're going to get a foul on Klepper. Oh, got just a little bit too much more than the ball on that one. Klepper will have her second team sixth, and Blowers will shoot 2. First one is good. Oh, good looking free throw there by Blowers. Meanwhile, Ganote will check back in. She'll come in for Klepper. Blowers. Good on the, oh, they're going to get a lane violation on Hinckley-Finlayson. The second shot will not count. That is super unfortunate because Blowers made them both. And not that it would have swung all momentum in their favor, but getting both right there, man, that would have been huge. Meanwhile, a good-looking shot from Unverzat. The right move, just a little too strong on it. It's rebounded by Fahey. She'll keep it, give back to Storley now. Storley over to Fahey for three. Oh, just off the mark. Rebound fought for. Oh, my goodness. Coach Judd calling a timeout. It is not going to get granted. Judd was wanting the timeout, and man, just couldn't get it. He wanted to get it before the jump ball was called, but it will be another jump ball possession arrow favors the Dragons. So they do get it back, but he wanted the timeout because it was nearly lost by Pine City. They almost gave it up. Meanwhile, Unverzat turns around, no one there. Meanwhile, the shot was missed. Ganote with the rebound. Give here to Bolin. She lost it, and it's going to go out of bounds. I think as she drove to the basket, she took a really big step, and it went off her thigh, and it rolled out of bounds because she had a nice lane. She got around the defender. Judd will check in for Boland. Yeah, I think that time for Boland, it was a really smart play on the drive. Just unfortunately, I think the ball went off of her leg as she drove. Storley has it for Hinckley-Finlayson. She'll get a screen trying to get by Gray. Got a little bit of a lane, but then it closed real quick by Gray. Gray pokes it out. It will stay with Hinckley-Finlayson. That is not easy on pokes like that for either side because it's been called closed. It's been called real close tonight on the foul, so anything like that is tough to do on a night where the fouls are being close called. But nice three again by Fahey. Makes it 70-44. Hinckley-Finlayson will not just lay over and kind of give it up. They are going to give everything. Meanwhile, pass here. It was, man, Gray had to save that one. Then Johnson got it back. They got it to Judd, and now we're going to get a foul here on Hinckley-Finlayson. It'll be their, fifth? Their fourth on Fahey. Great job by Gray. Just the hustle on that play to keep that ball alive. And it will be inbounded on this near sideline. Johnson into Gray. Gray will take the shot from three. Don't know if her hand was hit, but that ball did not come out cleanly. Fahey will get the ball on the rebound. Give near side. That is not tipped out of bounds by a Pine City player. It will be last touch by Hinckley-Finlayson. Pine City gets it back, 4:02 to go. Unverzat, Gray, Johnson, Judd, and Ganote, the five out there for Pine City. Storley, Raby, Fahey, Geiger, and Blowers, the five out there for Hinckley-Finlayson. A three from Unverzat is no good. I mean, it did technically get nothing but net, but did not go through. Blowers with the rebound. They'll go inside to Geiger. Geiger over Ganote. Not enough on that one. Blowers going to get the rebound, and I think we're going to get a foul now on Ganote. Yeah. Man, that's unfortunate. So it'll be her fourth and team seventh, and 1-1 now for Blowers. And checking into the game will be number 22, Michaela Klepper for Pine City. So Klepper checks in for Dragons, Michaela Klepper. And Blowers will shoot a 1-1. First one is up and no good. Rebounded by Johnson. So Johnson with the rebound. Give back out to Judd, but Johnson is there as it went over Judd's head. Three here for Michaela Klepper, just off the mark, into the hands, almost of Gray, and on the floor, fight for it, jump ball, possession points the way of Jags. Pine City, unfortunately, has, I don't want to say struggled, has struggled a little bit to hold on to rebounds. They've done a good job of getting in position for them, just have not been able to hold on to them. Now Fahey with a drive. Oh, what a roll. What a roll she got on that one. Nice job, 70-46. Judd will give on the near side here. Johnson for three. Oh, that one's going to roll out. And Blowers will get another rebound. She's up over double digits. Storley. 3 minutes to go. Storley driving on the far side. Give to Raby. That might have been blocked by Klepper. Michaela Klepper had a couple blocks in Tuesday's game against Bram. She gets one there. Be taken away by Ganote. Judd gives now to Ganote on the far side to Gray. Gray was bumped. That'll be on Blowers. And unfortunate, no? Well, yeah, according to it in here, if that is on her, that would be 5. Yeah, dang. So unfortunately, according to the scoreboard, that is it for her night. Man, that's unfortunate. So Harris, Jenkins, and Woodash will be the 3 in for Hinckley-Finlayson. Geiger and Raby will also check out along with Blowers. Ganote will inbound to Judd. Far side corner. 3 is good. 73-46. Under 2.5 to go. Storley with it. Well, she faked it. Bounce pass to Fahey. She'll drive inside. Shot is up. No good. It's a rebound for Jenkins. Then her shot is no good. Rebounded by Judd. Judd coming back the other way. Give on this near side. Now top of the key to Ganote. Ganote trying to get through. Puts up a shot. That's good. 75-46. And Fahey will bring it back. Fahey give to Storley. Trying to get the edge on Judd. Now give to Harris. Back out Fahey. Under 2 to go. Now to Storley. Storley over to Wodash. Wodash for 3. It's going to come up short. But nice job by Jenkins to get the rebound. But then she misses, and it's a rebound for Johnson. And now wide open is Paige Gray for 2. That'll make it 77-46. And I think just a substitution timeout here. Gray will check out. In for the Dragons is Kalia Berglund, wearing number 20. So Berglund into the game for Pine City as we have a minute and a half left to go, 77-46. Storley driving. Has to stop. Give over to Wodash. Wodash. Shot is up. Oh, my goodness. I thought she was going to get it to fall. Jenkins tried to get the rebound, but unfortunately she knocks it out of play, so the ball will go back to Pine City. Jenkins only a sophomore, so she'll be with this team for plenty of time. Judd up to Berglund. Now to Johnson. Almost lost it, but pulled it down enough to put up the shot for 2. 79-46. Fahey 3, just off the mark. Berglund smartly lets it go out of bounds. And they'll get another substitution. 13 will check in the game. That's Jocelyn Lorsung. So Jocelyn Lorsung into the game. Who did she check in for? I don't know. Looks like Ganote. So Klepper will get it up to Berglund. Berglund going to try and drive in. Shot is up, no good. I think they're going to get a late foul call here on Berglund, yeah. So she'll get the charge call on her. It'll be her first, team's 8th. And that's you know, that's okay. Unfortunately, just the defender got set before she drove, and Judd daps her up and says, hey, that's all right. I like the strong move to the basket. 79-46, Fahey with it. Guarded by Johnson, pass to Storley now. Guarded by Judd. Oh, nice pass inside to Woodash, but too strong on it. And then did Jenkins come up with it? Yes, she did. Now a shot is no good, and rebounded there by Lorsung. To Judd. Judd stops. Give over to Johnson. Johnson lets a 3 loose. It's no good. And Judd almost gets it back in play for her teammate, but Woodash is there for the rebound. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. A 3 from Storley. No good. Michaela Klepper with the rebound. And now to Johnson. Johnson over to Judd, and that should do it. Judd over to Lorsung. Now to Klepper. Klepper will shoot the 2. It's no good, and that is going to do it as Judd got the final rebound. So Pine City will come away with the victory here tonight, 79-46 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. What a game in the second half for Pine City. They really turned it up. So we'll stay tuned for our Pizza Pub of Pine City postgame show. We'll recap this one and also get a word from the player of the game and Coach Judd as well. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors on Anthem Country WCMP.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are I-CAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a four-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
How do you want to be celebrated? A church service, a celebration of life in a chapel, maybe even cremation with an outdoor gathering. Many of these things can be taken care of ahead of time and can be affordable. Methvin Funeral and Cremation has the resources and expertise to help you plan ahead. Learn how you can make the decisions now that will make things easier for your family in the future. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Isle, and Sandstone, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com.
Back here on WCMP, the final here in this one on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. The Dragons beat the Jags 79-46. The Dragons with an impressive second half here over Hinckley-Finlayson. I mean, what a half it was. They really did a good job of turning up the heat. And I mean, you know, there was a moment where, man, there were about 7-8 different turnovers in a span of what felt like only 30 seconds. And it was a great game. But unfortunately there in the second half, Pine City just kind of swung momentum heavily in their favor early on. They got their offense going the way that we all have been hoping to see it go, and they started to get that ball rolling, and then that was it. Their defense started to pick it up as well, and man, they really turned it on, and they were able to get way out in front. They only allowed 20 second half points while scoring 38 themselves. Meanwhile, I do have an update over in Mora. That game going late. Mora and Ogilvie at the half has the Mora Mustangs leading in that girls game over Ogilvie 39-27. We're here in the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show. Got to try, that Pizza of the Month there at Pizza Pub of Pine City. Always something unique and delicious. Check Pizza Pub of Pine City Facebook page to find out what they're cooking up. Appreciate Pizza Pub of Pine City for sponsoring our post-game show. And, of course, if you're at a Pine City game, don't forget to grab a slice of pizza from Pine City of Pizza Pub. They serve all home games of the Dragons with their Pine City Pizza Pub pizza, so be sure to grab a slice when you're here at their home games. But 79-46, taking a look at the stats here, leading the way for Hinckley-Finlayson was Haley Geiger and Rowan Fahey, each with 13. 12 for Brooklyn Stoley, 5 for Ava Blowers, and 3 for Raby. Geiger had 13 rebounds. Ava Blowers had 11. They had 9 steals as a team, 5 in the first, 4 in the second. 5 of them came from Storley. They had 1 block and 18 team fouls. For Pine City, leading the way was Mallory Klepper with 30, 14 for Brooke Bolin, 9 for Kate Unverzat and Rhea Johnson. Then you had 6 for Maggie Judd, 4 for both Retta Ganote and Vivian Lottie, and then 3 for Paige Gray. 9 rebounds for Mallory Klepper, 7 steals she grabbed. They had 18 as a team. They had 7 blocks. 4 of them came from Mallory Klepper, 2 from Unverzat. Michaela Klepper also had 1. They had 17 team fouls, 9 in the first half, 8 here in the second half. So a really good win here for Pine City. In the second half, they really started to look like, I think, what they wanted to look like this entire season. They kind of put it all together, and I think that's what we were all waiting for to see from this team, kind of a complete game like that. Obviously, there's still some things to work on, but, I think that's closer and closer to what Pine City wants to see from this team. Just getting those turnovers, making sure that they're bringing it to the other team, and then their offense getting going like they got it here in this second half. And, man, what a second half it was. Looks like we will be joined by our Pine Insurance Player of the Game here shortly. And joining us now, our Pine Insurance Player of the Game, that is Brooke Bolin. First of all, thanks so much for joining me. Congrats on the win here tonight.
Thank you.
Really a good game here for your team. It seemed like the offense finally got going the way you guys want it to.
Yes, for sure. Definitely. Thank goodness.
And a big night, too. A lot going on here in the community. But we'll stick with the Hoops for Hope. A really cool night for you guys. What was it like to be just a part of that once again this year?
Well, last year, Hoops for Hope meant a lot to us because our coach's wife was struggling with cancer, super heavily at that time. So last year, it was really hard. I remember there was a lot of tears last year because we were all just the uncertainty. So that was just it was sort of just stressful and scary almost for all of us. But now she is here, and she actually just finished all of her treatment, and she's doing wonderful. So tonight almost felt like a celebration for her. But also, it was unfortunate because our bus driver, Dune, who we love, his wife also just got diagnosed with cancer. So we almost feel like we're back in the same scary spot. But I think this year we almost feel like we're stronger, and we can come together, and we kept seeing how God can heal anyone, and he definitely healed Judd's wife, and so we're just praying and hope that he can also heal Dean's wife, Jerry.
Absolutely, and the community came together. You can see it, everyone coming out in their pink T-shirts, and it's so great. And I know you gave a prayer here at the end, and talk about the faith part a little bit, because I think that can go overlooked a lot of times when we talk about sports. It's all about performance-based. But I think faith comes a long way. And faith-wise for you, just what does it mean to have that faith in the community like this?
It means a lot. If you would have asked me in 8th grade if I'd be here talking about my faith, I probably would have laughed at you. But God can do so many amazing things. And we actually have this group that we have. It's called FCA, and we meet every Friday morning, and that has completely transformed my life. And I just get so many more opportunities to talk about my faith and to learn about my faith and continue to grow in my faith. And this season, I've been struggling a lot more with not scoring as much. And at the beginning, I was super frustrated, and I was always feeling this need to prove to my coach or prove to my friends or prove to my peers all the time. And then I took a step back, and I was like, who am I really trying to appease, and who am I really trying to prove anything to? And it's God. And he doesn't care whether I airball 100 shots or I don't score 0 points. He doesn't care as long as I'm showing his glory on the court. And so even tonight, I went out there and I missed a few shots, and all I could think about was how it's okay. It's okay. I'm not getting frustrated on myself. I'm not getting frustrated on my teammates. And I feel like a lot of us have been doing that lately, and it's just helped our entire team grow and come so much closer. It's crazy, especially at the end there. We usually just high five, but instead of high fives, we've been kind of getting more into hugs and just little things like that. As silly as it sounds, it just goes a long way instead of yelling at your teammate for not catching a silly pass and stuff like that. It's just makes a big difference.
Well, and the bonding too that comes with it, I gotta imagine, is just growing this team. So looking at that part of it going forward for this year, obviously your senior year, this team has a history of just being a really good basketball team, and you guys hope to continue that. But how can something like that continue to keep this team growing in the right direction, but also make you a better team overall.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of the younger girls, since we have so many 7th graders who are wonderful athletes, a lot of them look up to the older girls heavily, and a lot of them actually happen to be the older girls' daughters, and obviously our coach's daughter. And they're all such wonderful kids, and they want to be just like us almost. And so it just kind of feels like we're all like moms already. So I feel like the more we can show our faith and show our like patience and all the pressure and all of it, like I just feel like it just will continue to grow. And even the boys' C-Squad game, this is kind of a fun story. A young kid, I believe he's in 8th grade, he asked to go pray with the other team before a C-Squad game. I mean, like, when I first got to this school, I've never seen anything like that before. And it's just so incredible to see all the younger kids now growing in their faith and continuing to do it. And I just think that's going to make this team so much closer. And as silly as it sounds, it's going to make us play better together. Like, everyone's going to want everyone else to succeed. There's going to be no selfishness. Everyone's going to want to pass the ball. Everyone's going to want to score for one another. And that just makes a team grow and makes everyone better. And also just our team has class. You know what I mean? If someone goes down, there's 3 of Pine City girls on there trying to help up the other team before we help up our own teammate.
Yes.
Because it's just, we all just have so much compassion for everyone else compared to like we're willing to put ourselves down to put everyone else first. And I just think a lot of the younger girls can see that. And they're also willing to do it, which is, it's just crazy. Like, I've never seen young 7th graders, like putting seniors like above them and like really just like humbling themselves entirely. It's insane, but it's awesome at the same time.
It is. Absolutely. And God talks about the love that we should have for everybody in the Bible. How many times? It's umpteen amount of times. So it's great to hear that is something that's becoming kind of infectious for everybody around.
Sure.
Getting back to the game kind of itself, looking at the team, again in the first half, offense was good, but there was a little bit of defensive struggles. Hinckley-Finlayson got back into it. What was kind of the message there at halftime from Coach Judd?
He was like, okay, girls, we got to get it together. But what he usually does is he kind of stands outside of the locker room for like the first 2 to 3 minutes, and he almost lets us conversate with each other of what we can do better. And I think that helps a lot because we can hear from one another like, hey, I think, I could do this better, or you could do that better, and that could help one another. And I think letting us almost figure it out for ourselves first and then kind of relaying the information that we discovered to him first. And then he like agrees or disagrees, and he's not afraid to say it. I think that just helps us grow because it's really important to solve your own issues first. So that's super awesome that he lets us do. But he was just telling us, you guys want a lead? And he always says at halftime, before we go back on the court and we break it down, he always says, what's the score? And we say 0-0. Because whether or not we're down by 30 or we're winning by 30, anything can happen in any game. And so I just think that's a really important message that he always tells us is that, like, this is a new game every half. Every time you step on the court, it's 0-0.
And something I was really impressed with, Hinckley-Finlayson got off to a really good second half start. But then it was just like a switch.
Yeah.
You guys turned it around, went on an incredible run there. Then there was a little bit in between where there was about 8 turnovers right in between. I couldn't even keep up, but it was really cool to see this team be able to kind of turn it around like that. And for you as obviously one of the leaders of this team, what was it like to be able to kind of see that switch be flipped like that?
Right. Well, I think that sometimes we need to realize like who's hot. Like Mallory tonight, I mean, they couldn't stop her. She's 6'1" and lengthy and awesome. And I just think that they just couldn't stop her, and we had to like notice that. We had to focus on that. And so when one of their better players, Haley, came off of her, like we have to notice that right away. And we started feeding Mallory the ball. And right when we did that, you could just see a clear shift because it's so much easier once you like discover who's hot. Like in the JV game, Rhea Johnson couldn't miss it 3 to save her life. So what the JV girls do, they fed her the ball. You know what I mean? So it's just finding that hot hand can completely change the dynamic of the team. And you also got to know some of those, like the Hinckley girls, some of them only like to drive right, some only like to drive left. And you got to know how like which way you're trying to cut them off is super helpful too. And I think when we go into half and Judd can relay that information, it's awesome.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on the win here tonight. Good luck going forward, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
That again was Brooke Bolin. Thanks so much to her for joining us here in the post game. I appreciate that longer form interview. Now we'll be joined by the head coach Patrick Judd, and Judd, a longer interview there with Bolin. But what a great interview! Just talking about the love part of things and how this team is just continuing to grow closer together. What does that mean for you to notice that this team is starting to come closer together and be more like a family?
We're not building basketball players here all the time. We're also building great citizens and great future human beings, and that's what's special about tonight is that we have so many good kids in this program. And Brooke's one of those kids that just puts, when she goes all in on stuff like this, she goes all in on it. So it was her, the seniors, the whole team. it's fun to see them come together for a night like this and just show how much they have love for each other and for the community.
Absolutely, and we had talked on Tuesday how about this Hinckley-Finlayson team is really a tough team, and they proved that there in the first half. Offensively, you got things going, but late there was a little bit of a defensive lap where Hinckley-Finlayson kind of pounced on that. What was the message to the girls there at half going into the second half?
Well, there was two things. Like one, we just kind of felt like we got, I don't know, lost, but more just like fell asleep a couple times on defense is the best way to put it. And then if they did shoot, we just would bail them out by slapping down on them. And it's like, you guys just, make them prove they can make a couple baskets first. And, we kind of did it at times, and then we started doing it again. So sometimes it's just hard. We all have been there before. We just can't resist trying to hit them. So I think they'll get better with that. But that was a good example of just trying to get out of those bad habits that we sometimes put ourselves in.
And then in the second half, Hinckley-Finlayson did get off to a good start, but I talked about it with Bolin. It was like a switch flipped for you guys, and then you turned it on, and everything was going your way. You held them to 20 second half points. What was it like to kind of see that switch be flipped for your team?
I didn't even get a chance to look at that and process that. So were you telling me that we held them to 20 points in the second half? I would have told you we played pretty good D, but after that first 2 minutes when we gave up like 6 or 8 points, it was like, this is not a good start. So, yeah. The switch was our seniors. They stepped up and played like seniors in that right out of that timeout, which we desperately needed at that point because the game went from 17 or 15 down to 9 just like that. So good for them on figuring it out and leading their team. That's what you want seniors to do.
For sure, and it was a cool night here because it's Hoops for Hope night. You get a win at home to end this long home stretch, but what does it mean to be out here in front of the community on a night like this where it is Hopes for Hoop and you get to raise money for something that affects so many people, including your own family?
Yes. This was for me more of a let's, make sure that we're, giving back to our community has been so nice to us and trying to, put that awareness out for those. And we did that for a couple of special people here tonight to help them out. I just told the kids at the end of the game, the first thing I told them was bravo on tonight because this is what makes our team special and makes people care about us. We are a community-first program, and you could just feel the love in the gym, especially, with the way the week has been for us here at Pine City.
Absolutely. And talking about this team, kind of had a good, complete game. Obviously still some things to fix, but how do you take this momentum going forward and try and keep this going throughout the rest of the regular season?
Yeah, it would be nice to win like 2 or 3 in a row as anybody else would want to, but we got to, just look at the things we did well tonight and try to duplicate that the next game. And things that we didn't do well tonight, we got to clean up in practice tomorrow. And, I can already tell you right off the bat, I was pretty disappointed that we were trying to play a jumping contest with them. And, we got to do a better job boxing out like we had been doing all year until somehow the switch flipped tonight on that. So, it never ends as a coach. You're always finding new things that you got to do to try to get your team better. And our players know that. They recognize it. And the next game, we got to be 1-0.
For sure. Well, Coach, congrats on the win here tonight, and good luck going forward.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Go Dragons.
That, again, was Coach Judd. Thank you to him for joining us here in the postgame. Thanks again to Brooke Bolin for joining us in the postgame. Again, I can't say thank you enough to all the coaches and athletes that we get the awesome chance to talk to and work with. It is nothing short of an awesome experience when we get to talk to them. It is so great. But that is going to do it for me. It was a little bit longer of a post-game, but a great post-game interview with both Boland and Judd, and Boland just talking about her faith. I appreciate her talking about that. Sometimes it's not easy to talk about something like that. It can be something that people don't want to do, but she was open and honest with it, and I love her honesty, and I love that she was willing to talk about it, and I just love hearing about how the love is coming out so much more with this team and how they are putting others first. It is selfless. It talks about that in the Bible, and I won't go too far on that, but I really enjoy hearing that from Brooke Boland as a man who's on my own kind of refaith journey. I appreciate hearing that from Brooke Boland. So great night for basketball. Again, although they were held to 20 points in the second half, Hinckley-Finlayson still has some really good things going for them. They can be a thorn in any team's side as this season continues. And don't be surprised if they win some games where you go, wait a minute, how did they win that game? That's just this type of team. They are a team that is going to go out and win a couple of games like that. And when we get closer and closer to playoffs, don't be surprised if there's a team that they beat in the playoffs because of that. It is just the mentality they have. And again, I think maybe some teams, because of their record, overlook them, and they are quickly proving that you cannot overlook this team. You have to keep an eye out and play your best game. Otherwise, they are going to find ways to beat you, and they will take advantage of them, as we've seen here tonight. But that is going to do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I appreciate you for tuning in. Without you, I wouldn't be able to come out here and call these games, so I appreciate it. And also, I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who make it possible for us to be here and make it possible for it to be free for you all. So shout out to them. Remember, morning show, tune into that. Subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe, follow, like, do whatever you got to do to keep up to date on our social media, our Instagram and Facebook at WCMP Radio, then our Twitter or X at QMedia Sports for all things local sports. Once again, thanks to Boland and Judd for joining us in the postgame. Appreciate their interviews. Thanks to our sponsors and you especially, our loyal listener. Once again, Pine City beats Hinckley-Finlayson 79-46. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your night.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP is 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM, licensed out of Pine City.